Okay folks, here we are. We're in the Monongahela National Forest once again, and we're going to venture out into the Otter Creek Wilderness. Okay, it looks like the trail is starting out as some kind of old forest road here or something. It's a Mylius trail or Mylius trail. I'm not sure the correct pronunciation, but just a little bit wet up in here. No standing water that I see as of yet, but I'm sure that'll change. But let's get on with it. And we are definitely starting out on an uphill grade. That's all right. Well, I'll walk off that big breakfast I had this morning. Ooh. Stop and catch my breath for a minute. It's gorgeous up here, but man, we started out on an uphill grade, and we're only about a little over half mile in, and it hasn't let up. But we got a nice breeze going. We're in the shade for the most part. But it is gorgeous in here. Check that out. And here we have an answer to the age-old question. Does a bear crap in the woods? Yes, it does. Well, the trail is finally leveled off a little bit. It's all been in good shape. At first it was marked by blue diamonds that were nailed into the trees, and now we've changed to green rectangles spray painted on the trees. But either way, the trail's been very well marked. It's been in good condition so far. So let's go ahead and make another mile. Okay folks, we've come upon a little flat spot here. The trail's for the most part been nice and shady. You've got a few spots there where the sun pokes through, but other than that, we're pretty much in the green tunnel. And the trail keeps going that way, but it's been quite a challenge so far. We have came 2.07 miles, and we've had an elevation gain of 1,255 feet minus switchbacks. So we've come pretty much straight up from the get-go. And you can see that's a good workout for an old man. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I don't think anything could happen today to get my spirits down. I completed quite a milestone before I left today. I paid off my house, so I am officially debt-free. If I were at Dave Ramsey's office, I'd do the debt-free scream right now. I have no credit cards, no consumer debt whatsoever, and no mortgage. So all I have to do is pay my utility bills and put food on the table and pay the little bit of taxes I have to pay, and that's it for me. But it sure is a good feeling. Here's a little bit of the scenery we've been enjoying out here. There's where we came from. And the trail goes off in that direction, just on the other side of these rhododendrons. And we have come 3.42 miles, and we've gained 2,760 feet in elevation. Okay, here we are at another intersection of Shaver's Mountain Trail and Green Mountain Trail. That's the way that I came there, from Shaver's Mountain. And we're getting ready to head on Green Mountain Trail now. but I was able to find a little water source, and I got replenished my water, which is good because I sure have sweated a lot today, and I didn't want to go into a dry camp tonight with less water than what I needed. I have never seen so many people on trail than I have today. I've seen more people on trail than I have the rest of the entire year of hiking. I've seen no less than 20 people on trail today in 3 different groups. Mainly young people. It kind of looked like a church youth group or something like that, but they were all carrying, looks like their daddy's old Alice pack or something. They were all, the external frame jobs looked like something that they threw together at the last minute to be able to go on the trip, which is fine. But that's what it looked like to me. But anyway, let's go and make a mile and try to find us a decent place to camp for the evening. Okay, here's a look at camp this evening. I've got a little pot of water on the bowl, and but while we're waiting on that, I'll take you for a little walk around the camp here, give you the nickel tour. We've got the hammock set up over here. We're using the hammock dramur again, and I'm sure that's not the correct pronunciation, but it is what it is. Here's my sprawl. That tends to happen when you're make camp for the evening. Your stuff tends to spread out a little bit. And we are at the crossroads right here of the Green Mountain Trail and I'm wanting to say Possession Camp Trail. I'm not sure. But anyway, Possession Camp Trail goes in that direction. We came from this direction on the Green Mountain Trail, and when we pack up and head out in the morning, we will be going in this direction. Now the cairns is all we have out here. I've only seen one sign, and the rest of the time it's been the cairns. So I would recommend you come out here, you use a GPS. If you didn't have a GPS, I suggest that if you do bring a map and compass, that your map and compass skills are where they need to be. Otherwise, you're probably going to get lost. Okay, folks, got my hot water added to my meal here. We're having a Packet Gourmet's Shepherd's Cottage Pie. And as usual, there is some assembly required with this. I have a separate potato packet, and then I have the main cottage pie ingredients, and in about another 10 or 15 minutes these will be rehydrated and they'll be ready to combine the two and hopefully have a good meal. But this meal is good for 660 calories, and it sounded pretty good. I burned a lot of calories today. I burned almost 2,000 calories today, and I had a big breakfast, and my breakfast was 1,000 calories. So whenever I came into camp, I was running a calorie deficit of 1,000 calories for the day, and so this will be good to help replenish those calories, even though I'll never get that done. You just burn too many calories out here. Really what this ends up being is controlled starvation. But you do what you can. And having said that, I'm going to do what I can to sample this Mountain House ice cream sandwich. I've never had a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich before, so let's give it a go and see what it tastes like. And this is good for 140 calories, so every little bit helps. It comes in this little wrapping just like a regular ice cream sandwich would, but it's all freeze-dried and crumbly, so you don't have to add anything to this. You just eat it, I guess. So we'll give it a try. That's got a good flavor to it. I mean, it tastes like an ice cream sandwich, but obviously, you know, it's not. You can kind of see we're just going to have to be careful and not to make a mess if we're going to get the majority of this sandwich down our throat instead of onto the ground. But it is pretty tasty. Okay, everything's looking pretty good in here. It's got a good flavor to it. Alright, and there's the potato. Give it a quick stir here. And now for the moment of truth. That's really good. I don't think you could go wrong with Packet Gourmet. That's some mighty good stuff. It's a good hearty meal when you're tired.